Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 here on Secret Valley between Sisi and Soso. We see Sisi spawning as the blue, or wait, no, the colors are gonna switch because I need to go ahead and hit the view of, come on. No, not that one. There, no. How come I can't switch it to orc? There we go. Finally, the colors are going to be switched. We see Soso spawning as the blue orc on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Sisi as the red night elf on the top right. And things are looking pretty good for Soso as he was able to choose Secret Valley. Secret Valley, a generally well-favored map for orc players with the use of those fountains of health in the corner. Grunts being able to heal significantly faster, as we now see a grunt doing a little bit of scouting and does find a low hit point, or now a low hit point wisp. Sheep getting in the way as that wisp now trying to run back. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is going to be coming inside here and looking to harass this timber line. Now, if he can take down one or two wisps, that would set his opponent back significantly. He's currently looking for where perhaps that Demon Hunter could possibly be, not knowing that he is actually just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Demon Hunter getting to level 2, grabbing Claws of Attack +6. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to take down a wisp. Oh, does not get that wisp, as that wisp was able to use Moonwells once more. All right, the Blade Master trying to go after these wisps. Not going to be able to do that good of a job, as the wisp are able to walk between these buildings here, and the Blade Master simply cannot follow. All right, Blade Master hiding back over here. Oh, wisp able to come inside, and that was a beautiful, beautiful play. The Blade Master should have just been staying in this position here. Oh, it looks like one wisp could get taken down. There goes one. Oh, there's a detonation on the other, and that was a misclick. Most likely, he was hoping to detonate the lower hit point wisp, but the Blade Master is now actually in a little bit of trouble. He is low on hit points, and he is stuck behind here. All right, archers are right there. Dust of Appearance attempting to take down the archers now. Archer looks like the archer will be able to. No, he's not going to be able to make it out of there. You can see the other archers are trying to get in position. The Moonwell is constantly trying to heal the archer. Archer now down as the Blade Master down to 37 hit points, trying to get away. Grunt gets in the pathing, and the Blade Master escapes at 3 hit points. Beautiful, beautiful, just risk right there, and it does pay off. The Blade Master will be able to head back home, and we all know how easy it is for an orc player to regenerate hit points if only he had a Voodoo Lounge. Still no Voodoo Lounge, and that Blade Master is actually going to be in a very, very tight spot. He's not going to be able to heal at the Voodoo Lounge, and this is why Secret Valley is so good for orcs. And the Blade Master currently healing at that Fountain of Health, healing up rather quickly, and he is going to be just fine. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, top left, excuse me, the Grunts are here as well, and they're healing up, going after the Null Wardens. You can see that the Grunt is taking a little bit of damage, but he's really not that concerned. They're going to go ahead and perhaps trade places. This one Grunt can just move back here, lose aggro, and now go after another unit there. Blade Master now attempting to take down the Null Warden, perhaps grab a very, very good item. And the Grunts here are gonna, as long you have proper micro, can take down, give significant experience to the level 2 now Blade Master, as the Blade Master needs to get away. Meanwhile, we take a look over here. It looks as though the Demon Hunter was able to put in a little bit of pressure, and now the Demon Hunter actually venturing forth in a really, really dangerous spot. He was looking for that Blade Master, not knowing where he was, and now being forced to try and teleport back. All right, the Grunts gonna finish off the Null Brood here. The Blade Master most likely gonna pick up, no, not able to pick up anything just quite yet, as there are a couple of wisps down over here. Ring of Protection, and the Grunts are now able to head back. Is the Red Drake gonna perhaps start aggroing those wisps? That would actually be a huge, huge play, as the Grunts are now looking to back up once more. Blade Master, Torrent Chieftain, ready to go. They're going to be heading off to the top right here in just one moment. You can see that the Blade Master making its rounds, and he's really just trying to figure out what his opponent is doing. He wants to get inside here, take down these Ancients of Wind, but he's not going to be able to. This is just a standard play, and everything is unraveling. You can see that the Demon Hunter wants to get to level 3 for that an all-important 100-point mana burn, but unless he brings over some archers, he's not going to be able to do that. The Demon Hunter was able to regenerate some hit points with that Staff of Teleportation, heading back, using those Moonwells back at home, as we're now looking at finally an Ancient of Wonders and a Keeper of the Grove being used. Okay, so a little bit of an unorthodox strategy with that Keeper of the Grove, but the Keeper of the Grove is excellent at shutting down grunts. If you can shut down grunts with the Keeper of the Grove and then shut down the heroes with Cyclone, that does give you a very, very potent advantage. That Entangle on a normal unit lasts a very, very long time, and it pretty much roots you and stuns you during that time, even though it doesn't deal that much damage. Now, eventually it can and will kill you if you're not careful. Dust of Appearance, making sure that there's no Blade Master around, also to make a room onto that Demon Hunter, as the Keeper of the Grove with Entangle may also decide and pick up Thorn's Aura, which would also be a very, very smart call. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now used. Blade Master now wandering around, does have those boots of speed. You can see that the Demon Hunter is right off over there, but he isn't going to get caught. Alright, Spirit Walker has or is being trained up. You can see Adept training now coming in. Raiders also being added. So this is your classic Spirit Walker Raider against Druids of the Talon and Archers with the Demon Hunter. However, I am curious to know how well this Keeper of the Grove is going to do, as the Demon Hunter is once more very, very low on hit points. Alright, use those Moonwells efficiently and pretty much back up to full hit points and full mana. Where is this Keeper of the Grove gonna go, and how much damage can they truly deal? Tauren Chieftain now coming in. It looks like Spirit Link and Endurance Aura is working together in their favor. Healing Salve now on the Tauren Chieftain. Raiders are now ready to go, and I really like this army composition, at least for the Orc player, much more than in Game 1. He is actually primed and in a better spot, as long as the Night Elf player does not or is not able to reach critical mass on those Druids of the Talon. All right, Archer now gonna get ensnared, taken down right there. Meanwhile, Forest Troll Berserker is gonna go ahead and fall as well. Tauren Chieftain still at level 2. Blade Master is just gonna be shy of level 3. Now, we're waiting to see how many Druids of the Talon CC can actually mass up at this point. If CC can get anywhere from 8 to 10 Druids of the Talon, you can constantly juggle those heroes. The problem will also be the fact that the Spirit Walkers are currently generating a lot more mana. As you may recall, in the previous game, the Spirit Lodge did get taken down. There is a Shockwave. There is now the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now using a Potion of Invulnerability will be able to stay alive for a little while. Meanwhile, there is that Entangle that I was talking about, taking down that or nullifying that Raider for at least a little bit. Blade Master now going after the Pocket Factory. Pocket Factory, now Cyclone coming in. All right, perhaps the Druids of the Talon should get focused down. One Druid of the Talon, does get taken down finally. And that is about it. There goes also the Pocket Factory, which gives the Tauren Chieftain level 3. Now this is going to become a game as a Tauren Chieftain at level 3. Even if you get a mana burn off on that Tauren Chieftain, all it takes is one Shockwave to really, really eat through a significant portion of the hit points on a Druid of the Talon. All right, let's take a look at the supplies. 39 over 50 compared to 49 over 60. Orc in a much, much better position. Also, buying those Scrolls of Healing, very, very helpful, as so much of that damage is spread across multiple units because of that Spirit Link, and it also prevents or creates an item shortage of Scrolls of Healing on the map, which is exactly what you need in order to stop or counteract all of those shockwaves. All right, a big plus 21 damage. So Claws of 6 and Claws of Attack plus 12, plus Slippers of Agility. So some very big items right there. No, selling one of the items. It looks like he sold one of the items. What is he going to purchase or put on that Demon Hunter? Not purchasing anything at all. Just wanted some extra items to have. Demon Hunter has already used all the Moonwell, so that is actually going to be fairly scary as the Blade Master now perhaps looking to focus down and take down a Druid of Talon or two. Blade Master keeping track of this army. Demon Hunter now trying to head back off to the north. You can see that the Raiders should be able to ensnare down that Drake here in just a second. Lower hit point Spirit Walker now trying to fight, or now trying to pull back. Where is the ensnare? There you go, as that red Drake now doesn't stand a chance. Blade Master hoping to get an easy kill off on a unit, and if he's able to get a kill, oh, there's a mana burn. Where is that Blade Master? Blade Master gets the, did he get the item? I do believe so. Yes, Claws of Attack +9, so 2 Claws of Attack +9 and Circlet of Nobility plus Slippers of Agility. Very, very useful item there, as there is a Mantle of Intelligence. All right, Entangle now down, as the Demon Hunter actually caught, trapped by himself between the Pocket Factory. The Pocket Factory is now in a little bit of a weird spot. There's a Potion of Healing, and the Demon Hunter may end up falling because of his own Pocket Factory, and down it goes. Level 2 now on the Tinker, but is that going to be enough without any way of shutting down the Tauren Chieftain? The Tauren Chieftain is just going to be able to get Shockwave off of Shockwave off onto the majority of these Druids of the Talon. One more Shockwave, and that's pretty much going to be game right there. You can see how much that is, and there is the GCC losing the so-so in game number 2. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.